Good evening, and welcome to the story of how two young boys became vampires. Adventurous and curious, TJ and Young decided to visit Forgotten Hollow one fateful night. As the two sat and chatted, Young suddenly felt an urge to use the restroom, and so he left his older brother behind so he could find some relief. TJ, now alone, was approached by a beautiful woman in a red dress. There was something about her, but TJ was so enthralled by her beauty that he did not think twice that she could possibly be a vampire. Meanwhile, another regally dressed woman appears in front of the restrooms and seems to be waiting for Young to return. As he does, she instantly draws him into her, and she takes a bite. But oh, what's this? It appears her intents were not to quench her thirst, but to turn him. One has to wonder why he specifically was targeted to become a vampire. Unaware of what happened, TJ tells his brother about the beautiful girl he met. Young recounts what happened to him, but is shocked to find that TJ is none too happy with him. However, TJ loves his brother and vows to protect him, no matter what. As he prepares to return home, TJ is stopped by the beautiful lady in red. Before his eyes, she morphs into her vampire form, and with lustful eyes, she wills him to join her side. She drinks from him, and then he drinks from her. And once out of her spell, TJ is unaware of what just happened. All he knows is that his stomach turns for something unknown. Once back home, the boys can't seem to come to terms with their newfound hunger. They eat. And eat. And eat. But no matter how much they consume, they find that this food is no longer pleasing nor filling. The boys recount to their father what happened to them that night, and as dim-witted and inarticulate as he has always been, June offers no help, but does entertain what he believes are their little delusions. You know, despite the obvious neck marks and unending hunger. Not long after, the boys discover that they can no longer digest the food they once loved, and everything they consume either ends up in the toilet or on the floor. Perhaps some fresh air will help ease that nausea? Alas, the moment he sets foot outside, Young feels one last pang of unknown hunger before finding himself turning into a creature of darkness. Upon completing his transformation, he finds that daylight no longer welcomes him, so he must seek cover. TJ, yet to change, parks himself by the outdoor food stall for a quick bite, and converses with any willing ear, anything to make him feel normal. Yet he's not able to control the uncomfortable hunger, and soon finds himself evolving into a creature of darkness, just like his younger brother. Now, the daylight hurts, and those around him eye him suspiciously. He knows he must return home. At home, the teenage Young approaches a dancing June and turns before his father's eyes. June, unaware of what to do, falls prey to Young's demands, and he unwittingly allows his youngest son to treat him like a meal. Neither TJ nor Miko are none too pleased with this. Miko confronts Young about what he has done. She tells him he's uncontrollable. She then asks that he and TJ leave the house at once to avoid any similar incidents from ever occurring again. Young storms off to pack his things and then flees with TJ to Forgotten Hollow. Now homeless thanks to his brother, TJ confronts Young about what he has done, but Young tries to explain that he couldn't control his urges. TJ doesn't understand, as it was their own father who Young used as a plasma bag, and so he curses at his brother and tells him to go away. Young wastes no time and runs away as far and as quickly as possible. But now TJ finds that his thirst has been growing, and he knows no other way to quench it than to drink from another sim. On the prowl for non-vampires, TJ finds himself in Magnolia Blossom. He spots Easy Prey, a seemingly fun-loving teenager unaware of her surroundings. And so he does just as his brother did, compelling someone to unwittingly be used as his meal. Feeling weak, the girl returns home and sits with her mother on their front porch. She recounts her night, from playing chess to watching a movie to enjoying some dancing and, oh yeah, a strange man bit her neck. Her mother looks at the wounds and explains what happened. She reassures her daughter that she won't let the man go unpunished, as she is a powerful witch with magic strong enough to hold her own against any vampire. She'll hunt, tonight, for the vampire who hurt her daughter. It wasn't hard to find TJ, as the dim-witted vampire remained at the scene of the crime. The witch immediately goes on the defensive, yelling at him about what he did to her daughter. TJ argues that he would do it again, and that there's nothing stopping him from drinking from the witch. The two then engage in a battle of experienced witch versus fledgling vampire. Who will win this battle of magics and bats? Of course, it is the witch who bests the vampire, and so from that moment on, she curses the vampire to never again drink from another sim. Defeated and determined to never drink again from another sim, TJ saunters off to Forgotten Hollow. He's now a man on a mission to compel other vampires to follow suit, especially his little brother Young. Will he succeed, or will his brother's thirst spread throughout the Simverse? This is where our story begins. Heyo, Night Owls! My name is Nox, aka Mako, and welcome to the Sims 4 Vampires Curse Challenge. What this challenge is something that I haven't been able to find anywhere, because I was looking up different vampire challenges that may have been done in previous Sims versions, like Sims 3. Couldn't find one that I particularly liked, so this one is one that I will be working on as we go along. I already fleshed it out just a little bit. And so what we're going to do here is we're going to have a vampire who was cursed. This one here has been cursed so he can no longer drink from people. Yes, he cannot. He's vegetarian, basically. So TJ here is going to be a vegetarian, and as you saw at the very end, he was cursed by a witch. Ooh, yes, it happened. Meanwhile, Young is, of course, very young, and he has the whole world in his hands. He thinks he can do anything, and so he wants to go around and try to drink from as many Sims as is possible, and maybe convert as many Sims as is possible too. He doesn't care. He's just like, whatever, and as you can see, he's a kleptomaniac, so he's already full of mischief. He really doesn't care, does he? Nope. Alright, so let's get to work on TJ. We, actually, this is like one of the outfits I gave him in between, like, from rags to riches and now, because I didn't know what to put on him, because he's a weird kid. But anyway, his aspiration is good vampire, and, what, does it say what it is here? This sim wants to control his thirst and remain as human as possible, which is exactly the premise of this challenge, at least for this particular sim. So he's going to be that, and he's also a bookworm, a loner, and he's creative. And so the way that he's going to earn money is through different artistic means, like music, making paintings, possibly writing. All right, so that's how he's gonna earn money. As for Young, have to change that. Young wants to have a very big vampire family. Not necessarily, vampire babies, but a massive vampire family. And he's romantic and a kleptomaniac. So the way that he'll be making money is by stealing stuff and just being mischievous. Possibly charisma, but I have to see how that works because that may be a little too OP. We'll see. But anyway, let's get this kid dressed a little bit here. I do like his hair and his glasses on. He looks like... He's so adorable, though, like when he does that. I actually really do like this outfit, but I want him to look a little more vampire-like. Ooh, look at all these things. Such nice clothes. Which one? I feel like I like that one a lot. But I like this one, too. Wait. Those are almost the same, except this one has patterns and this one does not. All right, what colors do we have? Ooh, that's very that's very lilac there. Let's not go with that. I want something that's a little darker. Is there anything that's just like straight up purple? I don't see anything like that. Wait, this one. I don't like the tailcoat on that one, so maybe we won't do that, huh? You look way too dapper right now. It's probably going to be his formal outfit. I want him to have a different outfit, though. This one just looks very, not good for him. It looks very old manish. How's about we don't go with any of these? No, actually, that one's fine. That one's totally fine, right? Yeah, it's fine. It doesn't look too formal or too... I like the dark jacket type thing. That's why I'm just like, maybe we should just go with this, because it's pretty dark jacket-ish. But it makes him look like Gru. It makes him look like Gru from Despicable Me, honestly. Ugh, that's so bad. That's so bad. But I guess we'll have... Because I can't see anything else here that has dark, like, long jackets. Which is what I want him to wear. A long, dark jacket. Like, we could probably put him in a pirate outfit, but that would make him look super silly. And we don't want that. No. Let's see. We can probably do something like that. Yeah, no, this city living clothes not working. Ooh, well, no, maybe that's a little too much. All right, maybe not that. Let's go back to this one. All right, we can stick with that one, and let's go. Aren't there other outfit choices here? Let's see. Let's go for packs and vampires. There we go. These are the other outfits that we have, so we can put him in something like that, which is very... I don't know, Vampire Diaries-esque. I don't particularly like it too much. Or you can put him in something like this. Or, I just want him to be wearing all black. No, definitely not that. Okay. Let's go for the pants, which should be just 2, I believe. Yes. I mean, that's okay. It looks fine. I guess we can go with that. He looks super lame. That's alright, kid. You'll get your bootstraps up and... Ooh, shoes. I do like those shoes. They look very nice. I've been looking only at the women's shoes because you'll see soon who I created. But, yeah. These shoes aren't too bad. I like them. I like them very much. As for his formal, that's a little lame there. So we're going to go for... What was it? Was it that one? It was definitely not that one. I think it was that one then. Because it was definitely not the other one. Yeah, that looks a little too formal, but I like the way the shoes match. So let's do that, and you're going to put socks on him just because you can see his ankles. There we go. All right, that's his formal outfit. Is he ever going to exercise? Yeah, he's probably going to exercise. I doubt that there's any vampiric exercise gear because that would be a little odd. Alrighty, so we need something for his exercise, and want to make sure that it's dark because he is a dark boy. How's about we go with... Is there black? That's in black. It looks fine. No, yes, a sweatshirt. Sweatshirt is perfect. As for the pants, we can just go with... Sure. You know, it's very basic, but sure. I'll leave the shoes on then. Yeah, that's fine, except for that. I don't like them when they wear shoes. And a party outfit. Well, you're still going to be a vampire when you're partying, but yeah, you can wear that. That's, you know, it looks lame, but it'll work. Where are those fancy schmancy vampire shoes? Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, those are my new favorite shoes now. Alright, you can wear that. Let's just copy these whole everything. Let's copy it over to this guy. I I can't believe that. This is what he came in as a vampire. So suddenly he got like the whole goatee thing and a grandpa sweater. Like, okay, kid. These outfits are terrible. Can you imagine seeing a vampire wearing that to the gym? Wait, would a vampire even go to the gym? Would have to be very, very late in that. Oh, man. These outfits are terrible. Let's just copy over everything that we had. There we go. And now we'll make his vamp face. So, okay. I'm a fan of Buffy. Like, really, really big fan of Buffy stuff. And so I'm going to make sure that it looks a little like the Buffy vamps. I do like that one the best. That one does look like Buffy-esque. That one, not so much. So it's between these two. I think I'm going to go with this one just because it's a little more subtle than the other ones. Let's see. Do we want any eye details? No, but we do want the cheek details. Those are pretty important. As for the teeth, let's go with the typical teeth there. Oh, and also we have to change the eyes. How do I get to the eyes? Because it's not letting me. Because this kid is still wearing glasses. Do vampires even need glasses? I don't think vampires need glasses, do they? Alright, there we go. The yellow eyes. And let's put the glasses back on him. Because that's just TJ, okay? That's his look. There we go. TJ's look. That's... Sure, he doesn't look that creepy. But then again, he's not really supposed to. Because he's not the bad vampire, alright? And here we have Young. He's very, very bright right now. That's very not good. He has to be a dark boy. I mean, that's pretty romantic, which would help out a little bit. But do we want him in red or some other color? We can go with black, standard black, and just do that all around. But I don't think I want that. Let's see. What are the rest of the... Well, not what are the rest, but what are the full body outfits again? Ooh, that... I mean, that would work for him. It looks good on him. So sure, let's do that. And we'll just use the other outfit for something else. Let's go for some black shoes here. Don't know if I want to use the same shoes. Nah, those, I think that's get together. The get together ones look just fine. Okay, boy, you get it. Your hair, though, I am not a fan of your hair at all. So let's just, try to find you a good hair here. I don't think there's going to be a good one. Your face is a little weird. And so finding that, that's starting to work there. That one might be okay. Ooh. Ew, no hair suits him. Maybe we should just go straight up bald because none of these are good. Holy crap. Well, that one's okay. It's like the ones that like comb back are okay because something is just wrong with his forehead. I don't know. Am I insulting him too much right now? Sorry, kid. Ooh. That was terrible. That was awful. Let's just... Oh my gosh, so many hairs though. We could go with that and make him like have like some crazy color hair or something. I don't know if I want to do that though. Ooh, wow, no. Yeah, that looks fine. He looks good that way, right? I think he does. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and add some bad boy earrings because I think that would look cool. Let's go for the dark ones though. There we go. We can give him, where are they? I don't want the masculine ones. The feather earrings. Oh, we can give him those. He's starting to look like that other vampire, though, that lives in Forgotten Hollow. So let's not do that, then. Let's just go with the studs. Studs. Where do we go? Are these them? Those look massive, but sure, we'll go with those, because they look nice enough anyway. And let's put on maybe like a ring or two. Can you just get a ring here? Can't see your wrist, so yeah, only rings. What kinds of rings do we have? We have that ring. That looks magnificent. And how's about a ring over here? Make it like white. Sure. A few rings there. That works. Sure. All right. Oh my gosh. Why? Why is that a thing? And for him, we'll use the last outfit that we haven't used on anybody. Ooh, fancy. Okay. So, yeah. Oh, look at that. It has a nice texture that you couldn't really see unless you scrolled over it. Cool. So we're going to give him better shoes than that. Maybe some boots? The boots look a little too clunky. How's about those? Yeah, those look like any other shoes, so I guess they work. Let's give him the studs again, because those they work, okay? They work. Let's see. Studs. We could go... No, these are the bigger ones, so I'll go with the bigger ones, because they just suit him. He's a teenager, okay? He's a teenager, so he has to have that kind of teenage rebellion thing going on. As for this outfit, oh my gosh. Let me tell you, I do not like the workout outfits ever. They're just, they're really hard. They're really hard for me to actually get together, because I just don't particularly like them. Let's go for like, no, is there a better one? Let's go for, ooh, that makes him look super wimpy though. Let's not have him super wimpy. Is there a darker color to this? Not really. Okay, so you're either going to be super wimpy or looking exactly like your brother. That works. I just want to get him maybe shorts, although shorts on a vampire. Especially those shorts. I'm terrible. Let's get him some nice black shorts. There we go. Or we can go for the red. The red doesn't look too bad. That red looks bad, at least in my opinion. Okay, which shoes is he wearing? He's wearing, where the hell are they? What? Is he not wearing athletic shoes right now? I don't think he's wearing athletic shoes. Am I missing something? Ooh, this kid is weird. Okay, so let's just go for basic shoes like that. They're like Adidas. That's basically what they look like. Yeah, you're a badass. Just chill, kid, okay? Let's see. The earring. Is it this one? It's definitely not that one. So let's go for the regular. There we go. It's right there. We could put a purple one on him, but that would look a little too weird. Alrighty, and now for the sleep. Why does he still have this hair? Can he not sleep in the new hair? Hold on. Can he not sleep in that new hair? Because that would be a little weird. No, he totally can. I don't know why he didn't have it on. Alright, for your sleep, I mean, do you really need clothes for sleep? Yeah, we'll give you pants, okay? They just have to be dark. And don't wear any shoes. Oh, yeah, you know what? He can be that kind of guy that wears socks to sleep. There we go. That's the kind of vampire he is. This outfit. What? He looks super ultra lame. Let's just go for... That's snazzy. That's really snazzy. I like it, but is there anything that's better? Or like this one. I did want to put him that top. I just didn't know if I should do like red. Not that one. Okay, let's try this one. As for the pants, do we have a better pattern here? I mean, we could go with that. Eesh, not that one. Not at all. You can't really see the pattern on that. It's like a reddish color, though? Yeah, it's totally a reddish color. Sure, let's go with that. I'm not really good at dressing this kid, am I? Well, I'm doing my best, and I already have no regrets, so hopefully this will work. We need lower shoes than that. Those are just... oh my gosh, those are terrible. Sure, that works for me. As for your swimwear, I mean, that's almost okay. I just don't like those pants, so go ahead and wear those. And no, maybe not those. Go for these? Yeah, that works. Alright, there we go. So let's copy over the form over here since... Yeah, I don't know. He looks very Vampire Diaries-esque, and that's not what we want. No, we want him to be spoopy. So let's go ahead and copy that there and change his face up. And I'm not talking about plastic surgery, unless changing to vampires plastic surgery? I don't know. Alrighty, so the brow he has now, and the cheeks, just like that. That looks weird, though, for a teenager, that he has cheeks like that. And the teeth. Oh, can't forget the eyes. I always forget the eyes. There we go. Now he has the creepy eyes. Seems like he took after Miko, and he did not actually end up with glasses. So, hey, look at that. Alrighty, and so now we have our two vamps. One of them is very... Oh, he looks like a crazy scientist dude right now. And the other one is a teenager, very teenage-like, and kind of creepy. Alright, so these are our vampires, our lead characters for this story, and let's just get to building them a nice place to live. So the idea for this slot first came with a mausoleum. I didn't have anything else planned out, just the mausoleum. And so I just put down the mausoleum, started building it just like that. It was a small building, nothing too grand, nothing too big. I didn't want it taking up too much space on the lot because it's not really supposed to be Young's house. This is where Young is going to live, but this whole thing is not supposed to be Young's house. Like, if I could control two Sims living on different lots at the same time, I would do that. But that's really not possible, so we had to put him somewhere on the lot, and I figured that this tiny little place would do just fine. The cracks make it look so old and worn down, and I kind of sort of like the wallpaper that I use on that, but not so much. I wish that there was something more torn, more broken, more stony, but not too stony. I don't know if that makes sense. But I did use one on the inside that you'll see later that looks really, really nice, and I love it so much. But yeah, then for the rest of the lot, I was very much inspired by the scenery around it. Like, there was just so many rocks. It was like a cave and whatnot. And so I decided that I would probably make this more mountain-like. I would compare it to, it was dug out from the rocks there. Well, not completely dug out, though. It was also built on top, as you can see here. I am building a house that's soon going to be on top of the rocks. And so that's kind of sort of what I wanted it to be. But using the rocks underneath the house was a bit of a problem because they were way too big and not flat enough. So I kept looking for a table and I found only one. There was just one table that would suit it, so I ended up using that one. And it looks a little rough. It doesn't actually match the other rocks, so eventually I will be hiding it because I just don't like how it does not match. And I wish I could have done something better with the other rocks, but they're not flat enough for that. So hey, at least we found something that works, because it could have also never worked. As for the windows, I know this is a vampire house, but though the windows idea was pretty cool, especially with drapes, it was hard to find drapes that fit it, like a whole set of drapes. So instead I had to take these from, I believe that was a vintage glamour pack, and use them separately. I mean, they look super nice, don't get me wrong, but I wanted something that maybe would have been like whole. But yeah, I'm not gonna complain, okay? It looks nice, and that's what matters to me. I was trying to go for something that looked nice and a little regal. It's a kind of more of a modern-ish manor type place, which is a little weird in this in Forgotten Hollow. It seems like there's nothing of the sort there. But I wanted it to stand out because, I don't know, I have a feeling of just mountains and other things like that being like, maybe like I'm thinking more modern alpine, modern ski house, something like that. Because I've always wanted to make like different modern like getaway places, but I've never gotten to that. But this one, I figured I would stick with that, especially since he's, I don't know, I feel like he needs to create beauty. TJ does. And so everything had to look like very fine, very sharp, very beautiful, at least to my eye, which is why I did it in a modern style, because to me that's the best style. I know not everybody thinks that way, but I love it so much, and it looks so beautiful in my mind that I just went with it. And of course I had to add a lot more stones just to cover up that bottom one, because I don't like that table. I don't like it at all. I never even use it for anything else. But yeah, the stones actually did a pretty good job of covering most of it up. I couldn't cover the whole thing up, otherwise I would clip through the house, and don't really want to be seeing stones as I go through the playthrough. So I did the best that I could with no regrets. I used that wallpaper from, I believe that was Spotted, because it just looks so good with the rest of the stone. And I ended up using it in different ways. Like, I also used the flooring that was like that, but in a different color. You'll see it near the end, I believe, unless I did it off camera. Ooh, can't remember that. As for the second floor balcony, I didn't really want to have it, but it looked weird leaving it as an open space. So I kind of sort of locked it up as a jail thing. I figured that maybe the pillars there would block out the sun, or will help to block out the sun. So that's my reasoning for doing that there, because otherwise I didn't know what else to put there. Like, nothing else looked good there. I kept taking things out and putting them in later on. And it was just like, no, did not work for me. But yes, the one thing I always forget is to put, well, two things I always forget: mailbox and a bin. I always forget to put a trash bin outside. I put one on the inside, and they have to walk really, really far to go outside to throw away trash, so that's not good. But here is Young's place, and I wanted to make it as creepy and as mausoleum-ish as is possible. And so we went with these old candle lights, which were really nice. They're new, and they're really, really nice. I was like, oh my gosh, this is perfect. And I did put the coffin on that pedestal there, and I did test it. Doesn't work. So I'm probably going to have to remove the pedestal, unfortunately, even though I love the way it looks. I feel like there should have been a way to make it work somehow, but yeah, that's not really the case. Because, come on, who can climb on top of the pedestal just to get into the coffin? Like, why wouldn't that make sense, okay? Of course, adding more cracks to the inside so it can look super aged, because that's basically the point of this building. It was like there was a mausoleum here once upon a time, and it was slowly breaking down. Everything else broke down but that one building, even though it's cracking. It's falling apart, and now it's trash. So basically, TJ thinks that that's not being used at all. but Young has snuck onto that lot and he's living there, all on his own, without anybody's knowledge. Furnishing this was a little tricky. Didn't really know what I wanted in here, especially since it's such a small place. I had to make use of the space as efficiently as possible. And that meant installing a bathroom somewhere, not just a sitting place and a fireplace. Like, the fireplace was an extra touch, so was a bookcase, but I figured that because vampires need to read quite a bit of the tomes. I think there's 3 or 4 tomes. Can't remember that now. There's a few tomes, and they do have to read, so I figured I had to make a reading nook, though, so he can keep reading his books and learn more about how to become a vampire. But besides that, I figured he'd only need things for sleeping and showering. As for his social need, let's see, social thirst, what's the other one? Fun. He can take care of that all by himself. I'm pretty sure he can use his phone for the fun. Not really too concerned about that, but I might add a different type of fun in there, because right now he has nothing else to do there. It's pretty empty. But getting the bathroom was a little tricky when I had it like this, and so I was just like really frustrated, like, oh no, I have to move everything now. I have to make it look like it's still one room, but then have this room in the back so that they can actually go pee, or not pee, go take a shower and wash their hands or whatever else. Because apparently Sims love getting water. I don't know if vampire Sims love getting water, and I really hope they don't. But I put a sink in there anyway, just in case, because I don't know what kind of vampire he's going to be, okay? I have not become too acquainted with them. I put it in there just in case, because I don't like trash being everywhere. And this front part of the staircase was really, really tricky. I didn't know what to do with that. It looked so weird to me, but I wanted to get rid of it. As for the windows, yeah, I figured I would probably throw curtains on all the rest of them, because vampire no like sunlight. But I did get rid of a lot of the windows eventually. I think that's closer to the end of this part here. The walls were a little tricky. I didn't want them to be white. I didn't want them to be black. I wanted a different color, not even brown. I wanted to add different splashes of color in here, but still looked very simple, not too flashy. Nothing like bright oranges or yellows, because come on. This is a vampire, okay? This is a vampire. He's not gonna love... I mean, maybe there are vampires that do love flashy colors, but that's just not TJ, okay? And so, here we are. I wanted to add an upstairs area, kind of sort of like a loft area for a bed and a bathroom. Picking out the beds was a little difficult, because there were so many nice beds. But ultimately, I chose one of the ones that came with City Living, because it looked like exactly what I wanted. And so, it works out. It actually does work out. I had to find new curtains now, though, because can't use the other curtains. There were basically no good curtains for the medium height windows. There were just like those, and these, yeah, that one's the one that was also colorful. Terrible, just terrible. At least for this build, but hey, I made do with it. I changed those later to black because white is just doesn't match with everything else. So yeah, I had to do something with that. But here we go. We're installing the bathroom now. And the bathroom to me is a very important place, because this is where the kid will go and relax as much as possible. Every time that something bad happens to him, I'm going to send him to the restroom. I call the restroom the bathroom, because that's where he can just chill, get the tenseness off, especially since he's going to be having such a hard time trying to get vampires to turn good. So he's going to probably need a lot of baths. I installed that mirror out of irony, because you know me, I ironic. But you obviously can't see his shadow, but you'll see why I installed it. Once I finish the bathroom, it's a little cute little piece that I decided to add on there soon. Oh my gosh, those tiles, let me say, holy crap, amazing. I love them. They're beautiful. They're freaking beautiful. Oh my gosh. But yeah, I put a wine painting there, because what vampire wouldn't love wine, right? And so you can see it reflected in the mirror. So no matter where you are in the bathroom, you can see the wine painting. And just, I guess, you know, people take wine with them to relax, right? In the bathroom when they're taking baths. So maybe that's something that TJ will be into. I don't know. We'll see. But obviously I had to install staircases. Use the same ones as outside, because they look pretty nice. And I kind of sort of left that area just as it is, because it seems like the staircase are right smack dab in the middle, which is terrible. Didn't really want it that way, but I really had no other place to put it. So, I mean, that was it. Also, that wooden flooring, it's new. It's amazing. I also love that one. But the other ones have a little too many patterns for me, so I'm just like, do I really want to use that? I end up using one of the regular rugs that we got from Dine Out, I believe. I think that's Dine Out. Oosh. As for the rug, yeah, that might change. I decided not to furnish this too much because part of the challenge is actually creating beauty. TJ has to make beauty, so he has to make art and music and all that stuff. So every time he sells something, we can actually use that money to continue creating beauty within his own home. I know it sounds really like far out there, but I wanted that to be part of the challenge because vampires, like when you think about vampires, maybe you think romance and everything like that, but when you look at them, you don't see beauty, okay? You don't see beauty whatsoever. Yeah, I had to get rid of the bar because I realized that for TJ, he's gonna have to cook some stuff once he learns the recipes. Because I believe, how many recipes are there? I can't remember, but there are a few recipes that you cook so that you can replace your, thirst human meals, sim meals with something different. And so, yeah, I changed the counters because, like I said, I didn't want anything too flashy, but those red ones were super flashy. So that was a big no-no for me. I just don't know why I decided to go with that in the first place. But hey, we got a cute little, I don't know, should I even call it a kitchenette? It's pretty big. And then I hid those lights behind there just to brighten the area up a little bit because I don't want things to be super dark. And of course a bin inside because can't forget it. There we go. I was like, oh my god, I forgot to put the bin outside. Yep, every freaking time. And I'm going to have him also do some yoga, meditation, anything else like that because he'll probably need it. Like I said, beating up other Sims is probably going to take a lot of power out of him. He's going to have to relax and just calm down. No stress for the TJ. And I guess these are the finishing touches for this particular video because I did do things outside of the video. I was looking at it, I was just like, needs more. So you'll see that when we get to the gameplay aspect. But yeah, I'm just checking this out at nighttime and it was a little dark outside. So lights, camera, action. Lots of lights outside. Well, not lots of lights, but a few lights on the outside there to sort of brighten things up, and a rug just to make things feel super welcome. There we go, the last two lights there. And then I'm just, what am I doing? Oh, the pillars. The pillars were the wrong color. They weren't black, they were brown. So I always mix that up. I don't know why. Yeah, that's it. And so we have our beautiful home in Forgotten Hollow. But for some reason you can't see the top, which is a little weird. No, Young read that vampires have the ability to cast and spell. Good for you, Young. Not really talking about that right now. But yeah, we added a few pillars here for supports, some in the back as well, and some more windows. This passage says that enough garlic spread around a house can prevent a vampire from biting Sims. Alright, TJ, you learned that. I have my vampires right now learning a bit more about vampires. But let's go downstairs and see what happens. So, I did move that. I made it purple also because, no, too much black in here. Too much black. And that's about all that I changed up there. And yeah, well, I just threw in, a little decoration there and that was about it. Did not really, whoa! TJ discovered plasma packs and he did what? Oh, has reached level 3 of the vampire. Oh! Okay, he's progressing really, really quickly. Why is he not sitting, though? I don't know if you can sit there. Ooh, you can see the stone right there. I should probably move that. Alright, so T discovered that there is an alternative method for vampires to satisfy their thirst. He can now order plasma packs on the computer. That's all good and fine, but the only money we have right now is for the tomes. So, guess who's not ordering anything, dude? Oof. We're going to have to make some money soon. Let's check on what Young is doing down here. He's continuing to read since that's basically all he has. Okay, you're a very vicious vampire. TJ read that low-level vampires can be trained by higher-level vamps. And Young has discovered plasma pack creation. While reading about vampires, Young learned the secrets of converting fish and frogs into tasty plasma packs. He can now make plasma packs from fish or frogs. Ooh! Can TJ learn that though? What are you doing? Picking up the bin. Is that important? That's really not that important, dude. Pick up the bin. Fine, do it. Just do it. Just do it. So these two will be learning more about what it takes to be a very good vampire or a very bad vampire, depending on the sim, in the next episode, because that is it for this intro episode of The Sims 4 Vampires Curse Challenge. If you enjoyed it and want to see more, hit that like button to show your support. Do subscribe because I will be posting another video for you guys tomorrow in which we'll see just what these vampires are capable of. I don't know where this kid is going either, so that's a little weird. Are you allowed in there? You're not allowed in there, so you're just going to stand outside. It doesn't matter, apparently. Alright, we're going to have to fix that. But anyway, as always, thank you so much for watching, and have an awesome night.